Hello everybody, how are you doing? I am your Olympiad tutor with the second part of the IMO tutorial for previous year question 2018 set A for class 5. We have already discussed the questions from 1 to 20 in the first part of the tutorial. So the link to the tutorial is given in the description below, or you can find it on the upper right corner of your screen in the card section. Before starting the tutorial, I would like to request you to subscribe the channel, which will motivate me to make such videos in future. And I would also like to suggest the students to solve the questions first before watching the solutions or the explanations by pausing the video. So with that, let us start the video with the first question of this session. So in this figure, you have to find out the perimeter of the given figure, which is not drawn to the scale. So this is the easiest problem you can solve, but I will not solve the problem, rather I will tell how to solve the problem with less amount of time. See, you can see here it is given that VU equals to RQ equals to RD equals to GH. That means these four sides are equal and have a length of 2.5 centimeter. So it will be equal to 4 into 2.5 equals to 10 centimeter. Here you can see D, E, E, F, H, I, K, J like this. These are around 8 such lengths, and they are of 3 centimeter. So it will be equal to 8 into 3, which will be equals to 24 centimeter. So again the small parts, so these parts are 0.5 centimeter, so 0.5, 0.51 and then 1, so it will sum up to 2 centimeter. And the lengths which are not mentioned here, these are like mentioned here, so you can add this from here also. So this is 5, 5, 10 plus 1, 11 plus 9, 20 plus 2, 22 plus 2, 24 centimeter. So if you add all these lengths, you will get the answer like 60 centimeter. Okay, you can check it with your traditional method by adding all the sides to get the perimeter of the given figure. So let's jump on to the next question, in which you have to find out the option which is incorrect. You don't have to find a correct option, rather you have to find an incorrect option. So let us check which is incorrect. So 5 liter 65 milliliter. 5 liter is 5000 ml. So 5, it has to be 5065 ml. It is correct. 33 meter 2 centimeter, which is up to 3300 plus 2, that is 3302. Again it is correct. So 43 kilometer 65 meter. So it has to be 43,065. So it is 4365. So this is wrong. And as per our question, this option is incorrect. So this will be our correct option. So again, we will check the last, which is 56 kg, and 56 kg is 56,000 gram plus 60 gram, that is 56,060 gram. The answer is correct, but we have already got our option C is correct. So the next question, question number 23, it is a little tricky question. So let us concentrate on this question. How many of the following letters have at least one line of symmetry? See, you must be knowing line of symmetry is like a line by which if you will fold the figure, so or you will place a mirror on this line, so then definitely it will complete the figure. That means, so the line which exactly divides a figure in two parts is called as the line of symmetry, if you already don't know about it. Okay, so here you can say this has got at least one line of symmetry, so this has got at least one line of symmetry, so this won't be having any line of symmetries. P is not having any line of symmetry. The letter A, okay, it can have one line of symmetry. So O has so many line of symmetry, so at least it is having one line of symmetry. This R is not having any line of symmetry. But the trick is here with the letter E. So in this case, if you draw a line in this part, you can see, so the two parts are not exactly equal because this space is different from the space in the above area. So this is not a figure, you can say, which is at least one line of symmetry. So our answer is like 1, 2 and 3 and 4, but not 5. So our answer will be like for 23 it is B, and answer is 4. Okay, let us jump on to the next question, which is question number 24. This is also a very easy kind of question, but I will tell you how to take less time to solve this. See, first of all, you need to observe that the length and the breadth, that is the side of the each square. So little squares are 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. So you can find the solution like you have to count the number of full shaded squares. Okay, the full squares which are shaded. So here I have numbered them like there are 6 full squares. So the area of a square is like 2 into 2, which is 4 centimeter square. So areas of this type of squares, so full squares which are shaded completely, will be like 24 square centimeter. Okay, so now we can find or count the number of squares which are half shaded. So this is a square half shaded, this is a square half shaded. So in this way, if you count all the squares which are half shaded, so you will find that 19 such squares are there which are half shaded. So if the area of a full shaded square is 4 centimeter square, so half of will be like 2 centimeter square or 2 square centimeter. So it will sum up to 38 square centimeter. So again, if you add the two entities, you will get the answer, which is 62 square centimeter or centimeter square. Both are okay. So you have to find 62 from the options. Okay, you will have the option in D. So next question. So we have two questions like 25 and 26. We'll have to use the same figure, okay, or the graph. So the question is like the given graph shows the number of students who have appeared in the 5 different subjects. So here are the number of students like 10, 20, 30 like this, and here are the subjects. Okay, name of the subjects. So from this graph, you can check that in English, 20 students have appeared for the test. So what it is saying is who have appeared in the 5. Okay, same. So like in science, if somebody asks how many students have appeared for science exam, so you can say that it is 40. And similarly, 60 students in mathematics, and 30 students in Sanskrit, and 50 students in Hindi. So let us read the question, what it is asking. So the question is like, how many more students who have appeared in mathematics? So if you come across this type of words, how many more? So definitely it involves a difference. You have to find the difference between two entities. So this will involve a subtraction. So what are the two entities here? How many more students who have appeared in mathematics exam than means it is the break here in Sanskrit and English exam. So here you will compare mathematics with Sanskrit and English. So as I have already told you, so number of students for mathematics is like 60, and you have to subtract like Sanskrit plus English. So you can see this is English 20 and Sanskrit. Okay, here Sanskrit is there. So it is like 30. So the number of students for Sanskrit and English together is 50. So you can subtract 50 from here. So the total number of students for Sanskrit and English, okay, is 50, and mathematics is exceeding this number by 10. So your answer is option B, 10. So the next question, if you see the next question, your reference graph will be remain same. So it is asking the fraction of the number of students who have appeared in Hindi exam to the number of students who have appeared science. See, two So 2 means it is the break here in the question. So you can say 2 means you can Hindi 2 science, that is Hindi 2 means divided by science. So this will give rise to the ratio. So for Hindi it is like 50. So you can write 50 here and divided by science. Okay, science is like 40 here. So 50 by 40. So this zeros when cancelled will give rise to 5 by 4, which is the correct answer. So it is an option A. So find the sum of the place value of 7 and face value of 3. See, I have told several times in my tutorial videos. So place value of a number can be easily find out by multiplying 7 with that of the place. So you have to check the place of 7. It is clearly, so place, how can you write the place? So it is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and this is 10,000s place. So you can clearly write it as 70,000. Okay. So the place value of 7 is 70,000. So and the face value of any number is the number itself. So what is the sum? That means we need to add 3 to this number. That means it will be 70,003, not 30. 70,000 3. So you need to find out this number and it is present in the option number C. Okay, let us go to the next question, which is a very interesting question. Rahul starts to walk from the point P. So Rahul starts walking from the point P and reaches the point U, which is like here. Okay. So while walking through the points Q, R, S and T. So he has to walk through the points Q, R, S and T. Okay. So another condition is there. So if he moves only in east, west, north and south direction, so he can only move in east direction, he can only move in west direction, he can only move in south direction, and he can only move in north direction. Okay, so he cannot make any movement circular or elliptical or any diagonal movements is not allowed. Okay, these movements are not allowed. So he can move in east, west and north, south. Okay, in this according to this diagram. Okay, so for this he need to follow. So here the least distance will be like this, but we will do like he will come to this point, then goes to R, Q, R, already done, then we'll move to S, then Y. Okay, so this has to be the correct path, and initially you can take this path also. Okay, this path you can take. Okay, so both are same. So but the question is asking then how many minimum number of times he made a 90-degree turns. So it is the minimum distance I have told you. So you might have done some maximum distance, or so many numbers of maximum distance can be found here, but it is the minimum distance I have drawn like this. Okay, so you need to calculate the 90-degree turn. So here it is 1, so here it is 2 and here it is 3. So minimum number of 90-degree turns should be like 3. Okay, so maximum can be so many. Okay, sorry. So the option is like C. So okay, so let us check this question. So we have to find the value of P plus Q multiplied with, sorry, P plus R into Q. Okay, so here it is written like 2, it is written like 5 and 2. So this point will be 3 and this point will be like 4. So in this way you have to find the P, Q, R like this. Okay, so let us try to find out. So you can calculate how many divisions are made from 2 and 3. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 divisions in between 2 and 3. So this will be like 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, and 6 by 6. That is 1. Okay. So in that sense, P will be like 2 plus like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 plus, so here let me write it, 2, 4 by 6. Okay. So then I have to write plus R. Plus R. R is here. So it is 4. It is 4 plus 1, 2. 2 by 6. So it is 4 plus 2 by 6. And then I have to write Q. So Q is like after 3 we get Q. It is exactly in the middle of 3 and 4. So definitely it is 3 and a half. So okay, let me write it like 1, 2, 3, and there are 6 divisions. So it will be like 3 by 6. Okay, so let me write it here after placing a multiplication sign. So this is like 3 by 6. Okay, so what I have done in the next step is least fractions, like it will divisible by 2. So it will be like 2 by 3. If we divide both the numbers, then it will be like 1 by 3. Again, it is half. So I have written the numbers like this. So in this case, you need to convert them to improper fractions in order to carry out these functions like addition and multiplication. So I have 3 2 times is 6 plus 2, that is 8 by 3. 4 3 times is 12 plus 1, that is 13 by 3. If you don't know how to convert mixed numeral into a improper fraction, so you have to multiply these two numbers and then add the numerator of the fraction. Okay, so in this case you will get 7 by 2. So in this case, as per the BODMAS rule, BODMAS, so you have to multiply these two numbers before you carry out the addition operation. Okay, so if you multiply, so you cannot cancel any of the numbers here, so simply you have to multiply the numerators and the denominators. In that way, 13 17 7 times is 91 and 3 2 times is 6. So again you can add these two numbers by taking the LCM of the denominators, so which is 6. When 6 is divided by 3, you will get 2, and this 2 will be multiplied with 8, then you will get 16. As the LCM is equal to the denominator of the next fraction, you can directly write 91 over here, or you can follow the process, that is you have to divide 6 with 6, you will get 1, and you can multiply 1 with 91, again you will get 91. So if you will add these two numbers, you will get 107 upon 6. So it is something like 17 5 by 6, which is not shown in any of the options. Where am I? Okay, so the correct option is like D, none of these. Okay, so the given clock shows the time at which Shaurya left his home for office in the morning. He reached the office at 9:15 a.m. How much time did he take to reach the office? So there are two times are given, that is 7:30 when he just left his home, and 9:15 when he reached at office. So this is a very general kind of questions. You have to subtract the two times to get the answer, as it is both the times are like one side of the noon, you can say. So if the time crosses the noon, that is 12 noon, so then you have to convert into 24-hour clock times, and then you can subtract. Okay, so this is clearly 1 hour 45 minutes is the time. But again, without doing these calculations, you can guess the answers. Like, so now he is like at 7:30, and 9:15 would be like 1 hour after. Again, suppose let's add 1 hour, so it will be like 8:30 plus 30 minutes, like 9 o'clock. Okay, so again 15 minutes, like 1 hour 45 minutes. So in that, okay, by seeing or by calculating in your mind, you can also get to the answer. Okay, let's jump on to the next question, which is like select the correct option. So these are all some expressions we need to solve. So you can pause the video right here and find out the correct answer. You need to find out, you need to solve all the left hand side and check with the right side numbers given. Okay, so I hope you have paused the video and you are working on it. Okay, let's go to the next slide to the answer part. Okay, so here I have done the solution for you, like 29 upon 7 and 6 upon 3 will be like 6 upon 3 is like 2 and 29 upon 7 is like so what I have done is I have converted this to a mixed fraction to subtract it easily. So it is like a sum of a fraction, that is 1 upon 7 and a whole number 4. So if you can easily subtract 2 from 4, which will be 2, and again this fraction will remain unchanged. So answer will be like 2 1 by 7. So it is the right hand side is like 1 1 by 7. So it cannot be our answer. So let's check the second one. Second one is like 16 upon 3 minus 7 upon 6. So as the like both are improper fractions, so we can like subtract in this way by taking the LCMs of 3 and 6, which is 6, and we can just multiply 2 for this number, that is 32, then 7. I know you can subtract these numbers. So this will be like 4 1 by 6. So this is also 4 1 by 6. So it can be our answer. So next check the third one, which is 22 upon 6 and 7 upon 22 upon 3 and 7 upon 6. So you can check this is like 6 1 by 6, but the right hand side is like 6 1 by 3, which is not our answer. And in the similar way you can check this also, and you will get the answer like 3 3 by 20. So it is like 3 3 by 10, which is again not our answer, but our answer is like B. Okay, so let's jump on to the next question. Find the greatest 5-digit number that can be formed by using digits 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5 each only once. Okay, so you can suppose, let me start with a small example. Suppose you are given with numbers like 1 7 and like 3. So you can form numbers like 173 137. So you can write numbers like 713 and 731, and you can write like 371 and 317. So this six numbers of six numbers can be formed with this numbers given, and if you have the option to use them once only. Okay, so you can say the largest number is like 731. What I wanted to tell you here is, so from the given numbers, so if three numbers are there, then you have like hundreds place, tens place and ones place. So this is the only rule, that you have to place the largest number of these digits at the hundreds place. So and accordingly then you have to check which number is greater, then this is the place where you can place the next number, and finally here. So but the question here is, here we have given with the numbers like 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. So it would be our greatest number, but the point is that 9 is at thousands place. So this is the thousands place, but other numbers are arranged exactly to give a largest number. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This has to be the arrangement. But If you need to place 9 here, then definitely 8 will be going to this position, and your new number will be like 89765. 8976. Okay, it is exactly at the first position. So the product of 80 plus 19.5 and this, so that means product of this and this, that means you have to find the answer, then you can multiply. So let me just add it, so you will get exactly 100 in the first part, and the second part if you will multiply. So for decimal multiplication it is very easy, like you must be knowing. You have to multiply the numbers excluding the points. So while multiplying you don't have to think about the points. Okay, after multiplication you will get the number and count the number of digits which are after the point. Okay, decimal point. So here you can see this is 3 and this is 1 4. So we will put the pointer like 1 2 3 4 after 4 digits. So the answer is like 4.6384. So what is like find the answer correct up to 3 decimal. Suppose this would have been our answer, so I have only written like 3 places, like 4.638, but it is not my answer. My answer would be like I have to multiply by 100, then I only get the answer. So after multiplying 100, the decimal point will shift 2 places towards the right. So it will become like 463.84. So it has only 2 places, decimal places. So I cannot correct up to 3 decimal places. Suppose it would have having like 3 or 4 or 5 decimal places, then I would have written only 3 places. But this is the correct answer, which is like 463.84. Okay, you can add a 0. So 463.84, 463.840, which is C, is your correct answer. Okay. So next question is like read the statements carefully. Okay, we'll have to read it carefully. Predecessor of 8 million. So predecessor of 8 million, I have written 8 million here. So in order to find predecessor, you need to subtract 1 from it. Okay, so I have actually subtracted it from you. That is, this number is there. So if you want to like call it in Indian place value chart, you can put the commas accordingly, or international place value chart, you can the same. Okay, so first of all, it is asking about 8 millions. Then after subtracting, after getting the like predecessor, the number is like 79 lakh. Oh my god. So it is asking in Indian place value. So that is what I was telling about. You have to arrange it as per the Indian place value chart and read it like, is it 79 lakhs? Yes, 79 lakh. 99,000? Yes, 99,000. And is it 999? 990. So this is true. Okay. So estimated value of largest 5-digit number. So largest 5-digit number is like this, 99,999, rounded up to the nearest 10. So you have to round it up. So if you round up a number, so like this is 59, when you round up this number to nearest 10, it will be like 60. Okay. So in this case, if you round it up to the nearest 10, then definitely it will become 1 lakh. Okay. So is it the nearest tens? Okay, to the nearest tens, is it the smallest 6-digit number? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is the smallest 6-digit number, and it is also true. So the option like both P and Q are true. But you have to check what the question is asking. Okay, don't make a mistake by clicking the option C. Okay, so it is asking which of the above statement is or are false. We don't have to find a option which is true, rather we have to, okay, so find out the option which is false. So here only P is false, only Q is false, both P and Q are false, or neither P and Q are false. So our answer would be like neither P nor Q is false. Like we have got our answers both true, so neither of them is false. So how many pair of perpendicular lines are there in given figure? So you have already heard about the pair of parallel lines. So these are like pair of parallel lines, and in order to find out pair of perpendicular lines, this would be like this. They must be making an angle of 90 degree. So you have to check and find. So here it is a pair of perpendicular lines forming here, you can say. So the same is being formed here. Okay, this angle is 90, the same here again it is 90. So these angles are not 90, neither, none of them is 90 degree. So here you see, and here another, here another time, here. Okay, so these are, so you may count this is 1 2 3, then 4 5 6 7, then 8. Okay, you have 8 pairs of perpendicular lines in this figure. So the next question is from the section everyday mathematics. Okay, so let's read the question first. So Ashu is like XIX years old. So what is XIX? XIX is like 10 and 9, 19. Okay, he is 19 years old, and his sister is XSB years old. XSB is like 25 years old. What is their total age? So, okay, it's very easy one. You need to find the sum of these two ages. So this is like, so see, while adding these two numbers, you don't even have to use the traditional method to add. So you can take 1 to here, it will become 20, and it will remain 24. So 20 plus 24 is 44. Okay, so 9 plus 5, okay, 4, and 2 plus 1 plus carry 1 is like 4, it is 44. So you need to find where 44 is there. So 44 is like 40 is like XL, and 4 is like IV. So XL IV. Okay, here it is, option B is correct, that is XX. Oh, no, 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 no. We need to find out XLIV. So XLIV is at option A. So the option A is correct. Okay. A bottle holds 1 liter 500 ml of shampoo. A bottle holds 1 liter 500 ml of shampoo. If Mrs. Dixit uses 75 ml of shampoo each week, so every week, she is using 75 ml of shampoo. So every week, that means every week the shampoo bottle will be decreased by 75. So it is a case of repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction is known as division. So you need to divide this total amount by a 75 ml. So first you need to convert this to ml. So it will be like 1500, and if you divide it by 75, so without divide it traditionally, you can use the trick like this 75 and 150, it is exactly the double. So 75 two times is like 150, and you can put a 0 over here to get the exact answer, that is 75 two times is 150, then this 0 has to come here. So answer will be like D. So let us read the question number 38. The cost of plowing a rectangular field at a 9 per square meter is 1872. So that means there is a rectangular field. Okay, okay, there is a rectangular field. So we are plowing means we are talking about the area, not the circumference. Circumference is only involved while someone runs around the circumference, or someone is fencing around the boundary. Okay, so as it is case of plowing, so we will think about the like area, and you know area of a rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. So let us read the question once again to understand what it is saying. So a rectangular field at 9 per square meter is like the total cost is like 1872. So the cost per square meter is like 9 rupees. So if you will subtract this, then definitely you will get the like area of the square. So area of the square is now 208 square meter. So now what is given is like the breadth is 13 meter. So what you can do is, so you can divide by, so as you know the area is length into breadth. So in order to get the length or breadth, you need to divide area by what, whichever is given, like 13 is given. So 13 one time is 13, then you have 78. So 13 6 times is 78. Okay, so the answer should be like B. Okay, the next question is Radhika and Tanya runs 207.55 meter and 117.05 meter respectively in seconds, 60 seconds. That means if a time of 60 seconds will be given to both of Radhika and Tanya, so Radhika will be running like this meter and Tanya will be running like this meter. Okay, so what it is asking, who runs more and by how much? See, who runs more means clearly it is running at 207. So definitely Tanya is running. So Tanya, so Radhika like no, sorry, Radhika respectively. Okay, Radhika runs this and Tanya runs this. So definitely Radhika is running more. So Tanya cannot be the answer. So either of these two is the answer. And it is asking by how much. See, this 60 seconds is given only to confuse you. So this will be not calculated in this problem. Okay, so it is given to confuse you. So we can find out the difference between the two, that how much more Radhika runs than Thanya. Okay, so let me subtract it. I have not done the subtractions to do it right live in this tutorial. So 5 minus 5, okay, 5 minus 0 is again 5. This is 5 minus 5 is 0, 5 minus 0 is 5. Okay, so point here, 7 minus 7 is like 0. And here you may not see, always you have to be vigilant. Okay, here you have 20 and here you have 11. So 11. So like you don't have to like think of like subtracting 1 from 0, then you just strike it, then write 1, then you write it 10, then you subtract 1 from 10, then you will be 9. So without doing this, if you will be like vigilant or you will be like alert, so you can directly subtract the remaining numbers at a time. So you know 20 minus 11 would be 9. So our answer is like 90.50. 90.50, and the answers are like Radhika and 90.50. So this is the correct answer. Point 0.9 90.5 and 90.50. Okay, so both are equal. So now we have arrived at the last question of this tutorial, like this session. So in the next part, we will be discussing the questions from 41 to like 50. 10 questions are remaining. So you will get the link to the next video like here in the card section, and obviously you can get the link from the description below. So if you are enjoying the video, or if you think this type of videos can make you a little bit like intelligent, or like you can do well in the coming Olympiad exams, so definitely like the video, share the video with your friends and family members, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so let's discuss the last question of this session. A shirt costs 12 rupees more than the belt. So what information we are getting from this statement is, there is a shirt and there is a belt. So shirt costs 12 rupees more. That means it is costly. How much? 12 rupees. So we can represent the shirt by, like, we can say shirt cost of shirt is cost of the belt plus 12 rupees, or we can say the cost of belt is, so cost of shirt, if you will not give me 12 rupees what of the cost of the shirt, then also I can purchase a belt. So cost of the belt is 12 rupees less than the shirt. So these two informations are obvious from the first sentence. Okay, so let's move further. The total cost of two such shirts and five such belts is like 164. So here we have an expression two such shirts, that means two shirts, cost of two shirts plus cost of five belts equals to 164. So what we can do is we can substitute the value of shirt or belt or so in this expression. Okay, so that means if we'll substitute the value of shirt, like this is b plus 12 in here, then we will be so only b and b. Okay, and then after solving the equation we can get the answer. So okay, let me do that. To like in place of s I have to write b plus 12. So here let me write b plus 12 plus it is, so I have written two shirts and b plus 12, that is 5b, so equals to 164. See in here we have to like see it is b plus 12. I have also written b plus 12, but if I'll not enclose within this bracket, then it will be read like twice of b plus 12, which will be wrong. So it is rather twice of b plus 12, which is different from the first one. So let me proceed further. So it will be like 2b plus twice of 12, that is 24, plus 5b, which is equals to 164. So again if I'll just bring together 2b and 5b, I'll have 7b. So I don't need this 24 here, so I need to cancel 24 from both sides, and I will get like 24 get cancelled, and if I'll subtract 164 from that, so then definitely I'll get 140. So if 7 times b is 140, then b is like 140 divided by 7, which will be only 20 rupees. So it is asking about the cost of one belt, which is like 20 rupees, and the cost of the shirt will be 20 plus 12, that is 32 rupees. Okay, so here the cost of the belt is being asked, so definitely we have to tick the option A, which is like 20 rupees. So thank you. I think you must have enjoyed this video, and you definitely get something value out of this video. If that is so, then do like my videos, so that I'll get motivated and I can make such videos more and more in future, which will definitely increase your intelligence, and you can definitely do well in your Olympiad exams, and you can definitely crack the Olympiad exams. So you will definitely stand out amongst your friends. Thank you and have a nice day.